Hello Bubbles, it's Dutch Beth and welcome to my channel. My name is Bethany and some of you must have known me from my other YouTube channel where I post covers and original songs, or if you haven't known me yet, my name is Bethany. Welcome to my channel, and on this channel I'm gonna be sharing a lot of things girls related, and I'm also gonna be talking about experiences like story time. Honestly, I'm pretty nervous to start this new channel because on my other channel I don't usually do talking because English is not my first language. And one of the purpose why I made this channel is because I really want to talk about girls related thing, because outside of being a musician, I am a midwifery student, so girls related thing or girls or woman health is kind of my specialty. So why is my face looks like that? I'm sorry, I'm sweating. Oh my god, it's actually raining outside, but Mother Earth decided that we need some humidity. Hey Siri, what's the humidity now?
The humidity is currently 97%.
Thanks. So actually I did not have any idea of what video I should make for my first video on this channel, but I asked some friends of mine and they said, hey, why don't you talk about menstrual cup? So yeah, as you guys can see on the title, I'm gonna be sharing my experience on how I mastered my menstrual cup. And if you're wondering why I keep pulling on my hair, it's because I'm wearing a wig and my curling iron broke, so I can't curl this part, so it looks kind of weird. It's okay, I hope you don't mind, but I'm like really sweating right now. Before we get into my experiences and blah 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 about menstrual cup, let's just get into the basics. What is menstrual cup? So menstrual cup is a feminine hygiene device that is inserted into the vagina during menstruation. So there you have it. So that is like the overview of what is a menstrual cup. And what does it actually do? Well, it actually to collect menstrual fluid and prevent it from leaking onto clothes. This is one of the reasons why I switched to menstrual cup, because whenever I have my period, it's like I just swim in a pool of blood and it's so uncomfortable, and also at times the pad could get like really thick and really uncomfortable for me, so I switched to that. And one day I decided that I want to try a tampon, so I did, but I did not like it because it just felt uncomfortable for me. And I tried tampon for like 2 days actually, so I have like 2 or 3 tampons a day, 6 in total, but I did not like it. Too much work and I still leak. Until one day I start to look up for another way to deal with my menstruation, and then I stumble onto menstrual cup and I was like, oh my god, what's a menstrual cup? That sounds painful and weird. But then I did a lot of research, and one thing that I know from my first research was it is a device that you actually insert into your vagina like you did with tampons, but the difference is actually collecting the blood. Like it's not absorbing like the tampons or the pad does, and then you pull it out, empty the cup, you clean it and rinse it with water, and then you insert it back. And I was like, makes sense. And I was impressed by the idea of that, but I was like, okay, that looks big, that looks like it's gonna hurt. And I'm the kind of person who's really sensitive with things that I inserted into my thing, because when I inserted the tampon I don't feel comfortable at all. It was weird. So I did some research again and I found one brand, a local brand from my country that ships to my city from an e-commerce that I actually trust, and it's called EcoTalk. Yeah, I saw this and I was like, that is exactly what I'm looking for. But then I was not so sure about the size, because if I'm not mistaken, it's in the size M, medium. But I've never had menstrual cup before. I wanted to get an S, but they didn't have that up until recently, which is really good. So yeah, I got my size in M, and this is how it looks like. So this is how the menstrual cup looks like. It's, by the way, it's clean. I cleaned it like last time I had my period. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. It's bright. It's actually, it's pretty, it's smaller than you see in the video, and it's made of silicone, and it's really flexible. Like, why is it so bright? Yeah, it's flexible. It's, you know, really good material. It can go back to the size, and it has this, I don't know how you call this. A lot of people trim this part, but I don't, because it makes it easier for me to put it out. Yeah, and sometimes this could be my indication whether it just, you know, slide down. So whenever I go to the bathroom and I can feel the bottom of this tip, I just inserted my finger and then just push it up a little until I can't feel this anymore. That's it. So actually I have made some list of things that I want to talk about. Hold on a sec, let me open my memo. Okay, how I master my menstrual cup. Because now we're gonna be talking about how I master my menstrual cup, please bear in mind that this might not work to some people, or maybe you, but you know, if you want to give it a try, then go ahead. But I will suggest you to do more research, especially if you're a beginner and you've never had menstrual cup before. It's better for you to, you know, just educate yourself and find whatever you think is required before you actually give this a try. And if you're still unsure about how to wear menstrual cup, or the pros and the cons about menstrual cup, I would suggest you to go to a doctor or any health practitioner out there and ask for their advice. I might be giving an advice as a midwifery student, but not in this video, because it's gonna be first finding the most comfortable position for it. I've seen a lot of people are doing squat. They even sit on the toilet and just insert that. Some of them are even standing with one leg up and another thing. And I've tried all of that. I tried to squat, I tried to sit on the toilet, but one thing that actually works for me is to stand and keep one of my legs higher than the other. The reason why that actually works for me is because when I'm doing squatting, then my muscles would tend to, you know, they go like this. But when I'm standing with my leg on a higher place, then it's not gonna be like, what's the English word? Anyway, you know, you got the idea. Number 2 is to try different folds. When I had my menstrual cup, I didn't actually use it until I'm sure that I know exactly how to fold it. And I came across a lot of ways to fold your menstrual cup. They have this C fold. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, they have this C fold. This is the C fold. So basically what you do is you keep this together and then just, you know, like that, like a C. And also the 7 fold, like this. Oh, my lightning is so bad. Basically for the 7 fold is you take one edge up to the front, and there you have it. This is the 7 fold, and it also have this fold where you just, oh my god, basically you just pinch it like this, and again, sorry, I'm trying to work on this lighting, and there you have it. This is the pinch fold, I guess they call it. And they also have it like this. You pinch it down and then after you pinch it down, you actually want to bring all of the edges to the middle like this. Oh, how do I do this? Yeah, this. Bring it to the middle and you just insert it like that. I have read and I have watched a lot of videos about menstrual cup folds, but when I wear it, I will go like I was so dumb. Like, what was I thinking? Like, it's not gonna fit, yo. But anyway, out of all of the pinch method, the one that actually works with me is the 7 fold, and I'm gonna show it how it actually works. Imagine that this is your vagina and this is the cup. You're gonna insert it like this. You insert it like this, and then it's gonna just pop like that. And whenever you can still feel this in your vulva, you can just insert your finger and do some adjustment until you feel comfortable, until you don't feel this anymore. And as I said before, a lot of people, they cut this thing, but for me, I don't cut it because I find it really useful for me to, you know, find the position whenever I want to pull it out. And of course, you're not pulling it out, sorry, and by the way, you're not pulling it out like this, darling. What you're gonna do is that you try it and then you put it a little, and you're gonna insert your finger a little and just pinch it and just put it down, and there you have it. I don't know why, or maybe it's just only me, but every time I try to pull it out, I always have a weird sensation. And also, when you are about to pull it out, as I just showed you before, you're gonna find a really good position for you to actually manage to pull it down. When I'm pulling it out, I will also do it the same way I insert it, which is putting my one leg higher than the other and then just pull it out. But whatever it is comfortable for you, just do it. And 3, try to find supportive method. As I said before, I haven't used this until I was like really sure that I can insert it and I can take it out. So I wondered, can I actually use lube for the insertion? And the answer is yes, you can use lubes. It's also really helpful for you if you are a beginner, and in my case, I still use lubricants every time I use my menstrual cup, so it's fine, it's totally okay. And if you're asking me what kind of lubricants that I use, I can't show you right now because I ran out of that, but the ones I use is this one. So there you have it. The things that I do to master my menstrual cup is first, finding the most comfortable position for insertion, which is lifting my one leg higher, and second, trying different folds, which is the 7 fold. It's so easy to make, like that. And then trying supportive method or lubricants, but also keep in mind that there's a lot of menstrual cup brands out there, and they also come in different materials, so make sure that you find one that is actually non-allergenic, especially if you're a sensitive person like me. And also the water-based lubricants that I use is actually really good for me because it's hypoallergenic, or at least it's not giving me any allergic reactions. So please keep in mind that those things actually matters for you and your body. And last but not least, you can't master all of that 4 things without patience. I had my menstrual cup on November 2019 and I didn't use it until January 2020. And the things that I learned from that is like, I'm not only trying to learn how to insert this, but I also try to listen to my body, what my body needs, what my body wants. And once you listen to your body, you can actually do whatever you want with it. I have a lot of friends who give up after the first time they use they try to use menstrual cup and they've never want to try that again because they say it's painful, they say it's uncomfortable, but of course I can justify that because this works for me, then it will work for other people as well. But again, listen to your body and just try to communicate with your body. If you feel like it's painful, then stop, take a rest, or take a deep breath, or whatever it is that makes you comfortable. And then when you feel like you're ready, give it a try. And I cannot say that you can master it in 1 cycle or 2 cycles, because personally I mastered it in after 4 cycles. Yeah, I actually was thinking about giving up because I love this so much. Like, this is the answer of all of my questions about feminine hygiene and mother nature, but I was so frustrated because I could not insert it. So I spent days and nights trying to find out what is actually the best way to do it. But there is no right or wrong answer, because in the end of the day you have to listen to your body. As I said before, my method probably wouldn't work with a lot of people, but I hope that I can encourage you to give this a try, because this is really beneficial for your health, for your financial situation. Oh yeah, about that, I spent 35,000 rupiah per month for this, and sometimes I will need 2 of this. And this one, I only bought it for 250,000 rupiah, and this is gonna last for 10 years. Imagine that. And also, I'm not gonna be throwing everything on the trash can. I am not going to waste a lot of water to rinse it. And yeah, there's a lot of benefit by using this. And I really encourage you to get this thing because it is really beneficial for your health. If you're using pads, whether it's disposable or reusable, there's still chance for bacterial manifestation, and you do not want that. Especially if you are sensitive, if you have sensitive skin, if you have sensitive body, then using pads is just gonna make you feel worse about your body, and it's not good. Yeah. So yeah, I think that is it that I can say on today's video. I know that it's not complete. I am actually really nervous of talking in front of the camera. Oh my god, this is my first time talking in front of the camera, even though I've been on YouTube for so long. But to be talking, it's different than saying. So I guess we're getting to the end of this video. I hope you enjoy it and you find these videos informative. And if you don't, please let me know things that I probably missed in the videos, or if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down the comment section below, because I will definitely read them and try my best to respond to them. And if you want to see more videos like this from me, make sure that you click on the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you wouldn't miss a thing whenever I post new videos. And yeah, if you wonder where I get this, I got this from Tokopedia, and I'm going to leave the link on the description box. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope to see you guys next week, and bye.